A strong start to the second half for Quincy Adamakoya. 5 points, 2 rebounds, and an assist. And Natalie Bodie has a story on him. Natalie.
Quincy Adamakoya has a hunger to do more, Nolan. You mentioned he was a strong player for the Owls off the bench last season, but now he said he wants to step up, not just as a player, but as a leader. He said he's in the gym as much as he can be. He works until exhaustion because he wants to make sure he's ready and he doesn't let his teammates down. Through the first 7 games of the season, Adamakoya's efforts look to have paid off. He's averaging a career-high 10.3 points per game.
Thank you so much, Natalie. And there is Adamakoya, transferred last year with Amir Abdur-Rahim. After signing with Temple High School, played at Norcross, one of the best programs in the nation, just up the road. Sherman at the line. It's 1 of 2, 53-38 the score between the Panthers and the Owls, meeting for the first time since 1989. In front of a mesmerizing crowd. Can't wait to see the attendance total. It's definitely over 3,000. This place holds 3,800. And that is an official number for those of you that want to question it. Taylor demagnetized on the three-pointer. Sherman off the high bounce. But that's a story for another time, right? We learned that last year.
It's a great environment. That's all I know.
Cottle. Oh, he took it himself. Thought about the pass, but twirls it with the right hand.
I'm not kidding. I think he changed his mind midway through that motion. He was going to pass it, and I think, oh, you know, what the heck? I'm going to throw it up with the English. I don't think I've seen that before.
Really showing a lot this year, leading scorer for the Owls, as you and Natalie touched on. A big rise this year. Ooh. Meanwhile, Mackey rises up. He's got 10 off the bench for Georgia State.
Just his second made three-pointer of the year. Hey, somebody's got to step up for the Panthers right now as the Owls answer.
That's Franquan Sherman. He has 5 off the bench. Mackey, 10 points in about 9 minutes of action.
It's going to be that unsuspecting person for Georgia State that needs to step up. Taylor hasn't really had it so far today. Who's going to be able to step up?
Maybe Taylor says, I do have it today, Mr. Griffith.
What do I know? What do I know?
He only had 1 field goal in the first half, but now he's with 9 points here in the ballgame.
Yeah, it's huge for Georgia State to get him going.
Cottle almost had the bounce, misses the heat check. Loose ball, Tenari Lane with a good play defensively. Here comes Georgia State. Excellent bounce from Mackey, and the layup missed by Edward Namoko. Here comes KSU. It's King strong to the rim. He's fouled, hooping the harm for Jamel King.
You want to talk about bully ball. He's been doing it all game long. He's going to take it hard to the rim. You got to convert on the other side for Georgia State. A beautiful transition play. He takes it coast to coast with the right hand on the left side. There's not a whole lot of guys, not only on Georgia State, but not a whole lot of guys in the Atlantic Sun that can stop a big body like Jamel King going downhill like that, Nolan.
King last year played in just 8 games for West Virginia. This is his 8th game this season already here at Kennesaw State. And he completes the and-one play to match his jersey number. Lead back at 16 for the home-standing Owls, riding a 5-game home win streak, 19-1 in their last 20 games here in the KSU Convocation Center.
For the Panthers right now, you want to see something easy. You want to see an open look and finally see one go in and sustain it.
Mackey is fouled by Burden on the reach-in. Well, Georgia State thinking the easy route is feeding the hot hand. With what Julian Mackey's been able to do, the transfer out of Northeast Oklahoma, where he averaged almost 21 points per ball game.
Yeah, you're talking about efficiency. He has been efficient so far today. It might be that type of game for the Panthers. It's not who you're going to get it from. It's just about who's going to have the hot hand, just like you mentioned.
You're right. Can't be more efficient than 4 for 4 from the floor for Julian Mackey. Odom, a tight pass with Burden on him, and Terrell Burden is called for back-to-back fouls. And this is dangerous for Kennesaw State. That's 4 on Burden. He has to head to the sideline as Cotto replaces his teammate.
And that is a welcome sight for Panther fans, seeing him walk to the bench. A guy who's an absolute terror on defense, and he has been responsible, and give him credit for making Georgia State uncomfortable at the top, and that's really where their offense starts. They want to go top to bottom, and Terrell Burton has been a disruptor.
King almost stole it, gave it to Mackey. Shoved up top. Odom, 5 on the shot clock. Stops in the lane, through 2 Owls. Knocked loose. Georgia State basketball with 12.5 to go.
Whew. I'm telling you, there are going to be some guys with some bruises after this game. They are letting them bang around in the paint. Odom, you talk about fire hydrant. I mean, the guy looks invincible when he's going through the paint.
Petway and the Owls eyeing on from the far sideline. Georgia State in black, Kennesaw State in gold. Mackey rises for the 3. That's his first miss from the floor. Mann is fouled by Gordon at the top of the key.
Those are certainly the type of fouls that you're okay with if you're Coach Petway. That's a pure effort foul. High off the heel, and Gordon just kind of going back. There's no way he saw him when he first went up for it. And a positive result for Georgia State.
Georgia State's okay going to the line. This is a team that's 75% tonight. Entering today, the Panthers lead the Sun Belt Conference at 77% on the year. They went 22 for 22 in the second half and a win on the road at Little Rock last week.
Ace up the sleeve, Nolan.
Tucker hops in the lane. Open look at a three-point attempt. Mann is short. Cottle with one hand collects. Cottle with 14 points, pacing KSU tonight.
You know, they didn't make it, but that's Georgia State basketball. Drive, let the defense collapse, and then kick it out to an open man on the 3.
Gordon. Big miss from the right side. Here comes Georgia State. Clinical passing. The Euro left it short. Jermaine Mann almost completed an excellent play. Cottle. Robinson. Off the backboard. Long rebound. Georgia State. Back and forth we go. Tucker into the hands. Odom with the hesitation and a foul. And finally, a pause to the action. We can catch our breath. Sneak in a restroom break.
Pandemonium.
We go back and forth. Panthers and the Owls. Jamel King and KSU flexing on GSU so far. Owls up by 16.